Hello planning masters and welcome back to the channel. Better late than ever. So today we're setting up July 2022 in my bullet journal. And I actually have a good excuse on why I was so late with it. So I had everything ready to film, so excited when I get the notification that my June Archery Knowledge subscription box was on the way. And of course I had to wait for it because I was thinking that maybe it has something that I would like to use in my setup. And was I right? I ended up only using items from Archery Knowledge subscription box for this setup, and I absolutely love it. I hope you do too. And if you're new here, my name is Masha and I'm creating videos on bullet journaling, doodling, creativity. So be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you always know when I release a new video. Okay, let's get planning. For the supplies, I am using my square journal, and I actually think July is going to be the last month. I'll be moving to a new one in August. And I'm using all the stuff that you can find in June Archery Knowledge box. I was not sure what to do with the cover page, but I got so obsessed with the washi tape that came in this subscription box. It's so bright, it's so happy, it's just so perfect with the feeling I try to create for the monthly setup. And usually, you know me, I barely ever use washi tape. But this one really was something special. So you will see a lot of crazy washi tape things. And that's one of the reasons why this setup took me forever, because, you know, filling out the whole page with washi tape, cutting the edges, it's a very, very long process. So this really took me forever, but absolutely worth it. And I feel like I'm gonna continue doing it throughout the journal as I plan my weeks, because it just looks so pretty. So for the month, on the cover, I had an idea, but honestly, I was kind of a little bit tired, and I realized that to do my idea, it would take a very long time and a lot of effort, and this setup was already pretty long. So I just took one of the cards, cut it out, and used it as a cover. And I'm honestly super happy with it. Next up is a monthly log, and I'm going with a calendar format again because it's just what works the best for me. I feel like I say this every time, but it's true. I tried other formats and they were very fun, but in the end I always come back to this one. And also another thing was probably because I don't really like using ruler with acrylograph pens, because I get a lot of smudging and it just leaves a trail on the ruler. So I kind of was thinking of a format I can do when I don't really need to use a ruler, and well, this format was the best. So the subscription box also came with some colored paper in beautiful colors that fit so well with everything in the box. So yeah, I actually used a lot of colored paper in this setup as well. And for this one, I decided to use the colored paper to kind of write the name of the month and fill out that empty space at the beginning. Be careful when you decide to do that, because my first sketch for the letters didn't work that well, and I had to erase it, and I kind of like my paper kind of snapped a little bit, so it was a little bit of a mess, but I think I managed to fix it, and I hope it's not that obvious. Another thing I was super excited to try was the wax seal that came in the subscription box as well. I actually never used wax seals, and you probably can see it here because it took me forever. I really didn't know how to do it. I think I burned my hand a little bit with the lighter. But the best tip I can give you here is to hurry up and do the wax seal while the wax is still hot, because as you can see, my first attempt didn't work out at all. Well, first of all, because there wasn't enough wax, but also because it was already cold, so it didn't really mold very well. But the great thing about wax seals is that, you know, they are very easy to remove, so that was not a problem. Okay, and here's another thing I'm using from the box are those watercolor type stickers. I was a little bit surprised that they were transparent. I kind of expected them to be like with white background, but it's fine. They came out looking amazing anyways. Next up are the trackers, and I probably spent a little bit too much time on doing that color paper border. So I actually went extremely basic with the trackers. So as you can see, I have those horizontal big tracker for all the habits, which thankfully is something that I can do because the square journal is so wide that you can actually fit the whole month. And for the mood tracker, I had no idea what to draw. So instead of drawing anything that I will be coloring later on, I basically decided that I will add like blobs of color for every day as I go. It's kind of much easier for me to do it that way, and it really speeds up the setup, which is something I really needed because I kind of overcomplicated a lot of things and it already took a bit longer than I expected, especially because I usually do all my filming with natural light, so I kind of have a very limited amount of time I can spend filming, and I had no intention of spreading my July setup into several days because, as you could probably guess, I actually created this setup just on July the 3rd. So I was already late and I just needed to do it ASAP. The next spread is the doodling spread for the Doodling Club, which we have on Patreon. And there is a link in the description if you want to check it out. And I kind of wanted to do more of the crazy washi tape art. So I basically left very little space for the doodling challenge itself, which is fine because I honestly think that tiny doodles are so cute. So it works very well for me. And I managed to include so much washi tape. Like, I'm just so in love. The pattern you can create with these washis is just outstanding. I can't get enough of it. Okay, the next page is very simple and fast, and that's my gratitude log. I know usually I have kind of a header, but this time no header. I wanted to include one of the cards because I actually really love the cards. So I thought it might be a fun idea to kind of do some journaling at the beginning of the month and do some journaling at the end of the month. And that's kind of going to show me how everything was changing. So yeah, and once I added the card, I realized that I don't really have that much space for the rest of the things. So yeah, that was a very quick page. Also this month I'm doing another brain dump, and there are quite a lot of things I messed up on this page. So I was too fast to erase pencil, and I kind of smudged letters in the word dump. You'll see it later, and it's probably not even that noticeable, but I know that it's there. But it still looks great, and I actually covered it up with washi later on, which you can see in the blog post in the description. And let me know what theme you chose for the month. I'll see you in the next one. Keep bullet journaling and don't be a blob. Bye!